Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a great spring break. Uh, it was beautiful weather. So, one of the things I want to do is go over what we're doing in our project to start this quarter off, or after spring break, I should say. This is what the finished project will look like. You're going to create a calendar for the rest of the school year that you'll print out and have. We'll write the track information on here, and we'll make it so you can have it in your folder. And we're going to use Spreadsheet to do that. So we're going to make sure we title it. We're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks in it to spread it out. We're going to put the days of the week at the top. We're going to put the month and your name up here. And then there's only April carries over for one day on the next one. And then we end the school year is here. So we're going to work. This is what the finished product should look like. And we have, when we get there. So let's start a new one. So you're going to open up a new tab in your Chrome book. And you're going to go to Sheets. We're going to start with a blank sheet. And we're going to title it Calendar Project. Alright, we're going to leave one blank up there. I'm going to start on Mondays. You could put it on Sundays if you want. I'm going to start mine on Monday. And then I'm going to do Monday and Tuesday. And then I'm going to finish that. And I'm going to hold the Control button down and click both of those. Hold the Control button down and click both of those, or I'm going to click them both like that by just dragging over top of it. And then I'm going to grab this dot and drag it over. This will be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I let it go. And you notice the spreadsheet is built up to do this, that it fills in the days of the week automatically. It has that program. It does that with other things as well. So I have this, but I don't have it centered in the middle, which I want. So I'm going to come up here to this button, and I'm going to click Center. So they're in the center, but I think I don't like that font. I can either click Bold. I don't think that's dark enough for me. I'm going to click on Choose Impact. You can choose and mess around with it if you want. And I want it a little bit bigger. So I'm going to hit this plus sign. I think 12 is pretty good. And I also want this to be highlighted. Right now there's fill color. I want a light gray so that the days of the week stand off. Alright. I'm going to put April in that first line by large. You can just use your last name or first name, whatever you want. But you notice it's on the side. I kind of want it in the middle. So I'm going to click and drag over this, or click and drag my finger over to highlight all three, just that first row, all 7 days. And then I'm coming to this button, which is going to merge and center. Merge all, and then I want to center it. I merged it, and then centered. Horizontal, that's left to right. Alright, so I have that, and I want to change that same font. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to triple click up here on this bar, triple click. I'm going to change impact. I'm going to change it to size 12. Maybe I want it, click that so that you see the blue going around it. Triple click, change it up maybe to size 14. 13. April by large. Now, I said we want 5, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's down to 7. So I'm going to highlight from here to here. And now I'm going to come over here. So I'm going to do 3, and I'm going to highlight 3 to 7. The rows. These are called rows. Up here, ABCs, those are called columns. I'm going to put my arrow, that makes it a little hand, over top of this, and I'm going to right click. So on the Chromebook, that's a separated peace sign, and then you tap your touchpad. I'm going to right click, and I'm going to resize rows 3 through 7, and I want that size to be 125. All right, and I'm going to click and drag over top of all my days, and I'm going to right click again. Again, that's separate. And I'm going to resize the columns, and I want that to be 150. All right, now you see it down from row 7. I'm going to click and hold and come all the way up here to the days of the week. So I want 2 down to here, A2 down to G7. You can even just type it in up at the selector bar. If I just did A2 colon A2 colon G7, it highlights it too. So I'll show you that. So nothing's highlighted. I'm going to come up here in the selector box, capital A2 colon G7, and it's that colon in between makes it do the whole area. So I want that highlighted, and I want to make it borders around it. So I'm going to click on the border selection, and I'm going to choose all borders. The one that has all little squares, not the dash marks, not just the outside or one of the individual lines. I want all borders. All right, so it looks like that. Excuse me. All right, so now, if I look on my phone to see when the calendar started for April, it started on a Saturday. So this one, and I'm going to put a 1 there. But notice where the 1 goes. It goes in the bottom right-hand corner. I don't want that. I want that for all of these. So I'm going to highlight that again, all the way from here to here. Now this is A3 to G7. I want that, all of them, to be to the left, not the right. So I do alignment to the left. And instead of on the bottom, vertical alignment, I want it on the top. So now it's going to be in the top corner. So now I'm going to go through and number each one of my days as such. So on and so forth. And that will come down to number 29, I believe, will be right there. Won't get all the way to the end of the month, but we will fix that in a second. Now I'm going to highlight everything all the way down to here, and I'm going to Control C to copy, Control C to copy, and then I'm going to skip a line, and I'm going to hit Control V to paste. And if you notice, it didn't make the rows the same height. So let's do that. Let's highlight these 4. And then I want to right click, which again is separate fingers, click, peace sign. I'm going to right click, resize those. What did we say those were? 125. And now it looks. Now I'm going to have to renumber these. So I highlight that and hit backspace and everything's deleted. This is where that 30 for April goes. So I'm going to change this up here from April just April by large. It's going to be April, comma, May, comma, June by large. And here's May. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to go down here, and I think 31 will be right about here. And this will be 1, 2, 3. And that is the last day of school right there. That is awesome. So you're going to fill this all in, but notice the numbers in the upper right, left-hand corner, not the upper right-hand corner. I want those in the upper left-hand corner. Notice the word, you're going to fill that in. And we're going to try to print this. But the problem is, let's see if this works out. It's not quite right. Do you see how this, we're going to do a couple things here. This scale fit the width. We're going to do, instead of margins normal, let's do margins narrow. That will make the calendar a little bit bigger. And if we sized it correctly, this is on landscape, this to narrow, and then we should have the calendars on separate pages. So then we should be able to print it from the printing computer. And it should have your name at the top. And then we're going to fill it in with the dates for track meet, track practice, so we're all on the same page. Coming out shortly will be a preference sheet for what you want to do in track, and we'll talk about that more as time goes along. All right, there's your first assignment. Should be able to finish that today.